Hello, good morning to you. I hope wherever you are in the world, you are well. Having a good one. And if not, I hope your circumstances change. Aha, here we are. Oh, it's a cold day today. And yet the heating's been on. Oh, shit. Right. Even though it's 20 degrees in the room, I'm fucking freezing. Oh, alright. Today, low-hanging fruit. Let's get on with it. Oh, get in the game. Get started. I'm just working on things that I definitely think need to be in there now. Feature-wise, well, I try to get Chapter 3 done, but... Oh... It's probably other things if I actually sit down and review what actually needs sorting out. So, for example, one thing that came to mind when we're looking at modules. Ooh, let's get the screen size bigger, please. Where is it? Play focused, maximized. So some of these aren't going to have a description, are they? Any new ones anyway? Oh, it's looking like they all have it, a basic description. Okay, that's fine then. Also, guns don't. So... Okay. Control mappings. Full throttle. Team throttle should be uppercase for consistency. Navigation. Oh shit. That's a name, so we need to change it there. There shouldn't be anything bad about that. And then just need to rename it in here. Because it will be case sensitive. Right. There we go. Simple thing, shouldn't break anything, I would hope. There you go. It works still. Blips. Let's do the blips. Why not? Why would I not do the blips? Not that one, it's this. Which we don't actually have a panel for, it's like free floating shit. Is that not a little weird? No one has ever said anything. So, current target status. Why? Oh, world entities into the ships and subsystems. That's the order. Just make a note of that. So we've got bridge, crew, answers, gun control, auto repair, reactor, engine. we go, shapes. Let's have a rectangle. Excuse me. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Really? That sucks. Wouldn't it be nice? There we go. And then it'll just go across there. Let's just whack it in here. I'll give over. What did you just do there? So we can update the subsystems statuses. And that would be what? Targeting computer. Shit. I don't know. Targeted. That's a target. Yeah. If it doesn't have a target, then we don't do this shit. Okay. Are subsystems even exposed? Subsystem damage control. Subsystems controller. It's the actual module, but it's this one, subsystem group. System ID, which is what? Based on display name. Subsystem groups. Okay, I think we know what we're doing. Oops, at a good time. Hey old birds, what is up? Are you having a good one? If I'm not exposing performance on that, then performance area. Calculate subsystem efficiency for the module. Gosh, what's going on there? I'm trying to stick a HUD status display for subsystems of your target and just have a little coloured blip. Now, if they're damaged, the colour reflects that damage as a quick overview. And in order to do that, I need to know what the performance would be. On subsystem area damaged. Oh, here we go. So this is just on subsystem damage. Oh. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Therefore, the best thing would be to subscribe to it. Or not. We could. Oh, depends how we want to do it. I suppose it needs to be done on efficiency. Or do we just do it on health? For simple sake. Probably just do it on health. Oh, well, we can actually get the performance from there anyway. Good. Okay. Well, we'll still do it on health. So we add that up. And then that's cool. Got it in there. And now we've got our value of Delta health. For the average health. And then based on that, we just need to update the pip. Bleh. Let's just use a list, shall we? That way I don't have to care about how many there are. I'm keeping track of a rectangle. And let's assume there will only ever be 7 for now. At most. Yeah. That's our first group. If number of actually so we just go through that and instantiate. And then equal what transform the local position equals the local position. And then I can disable the template. In fact, maybe we should have done that from the start because who knows what's in there, so we're all off. And then oh. Shit. So set local position rotation and transform local position. Nope. New vector 3. How can we do this? Translate. Yeah, that's not going to work. Trying to be clever. So something scaling. Oh. Bollocks. How do I figure out scale? Lossy scale, local scale. Bollocks. It's not that. Where is it? Over this. No. Even that doesn't worry about it. Shit. Well, just multiply it by the local scale. Oh. Plus transform local scale. What is losses scale? The global scale. Do I ever use that? We do. That'll initialize. And then, where are we? And then... like, call it up, lerp. But color equals that. If let's make sure that's inactive. There we go. And then if this is just going to disable the pips if they're active. So pip number yeah, just do that. And then number of active pips equals pips. Is that right? That's one. We got one. Okay, I think that should be fine. Been an hour. Pop you in there so that Fluff it all crushes and burns. If you just come off on the ads, then we're about to test to see if this works or not. No, it doesn't. Let's get the first error. Oh, yeah. Okay, I understand that bit. Just that. Since that's just a list. You know. We'll go with 10 for now. And then this becomes still read only. Oh, no. Cannot become read only. Because and then I need a wee. Be right back. Won't be a moment. Ooh, thanks for waiting. I'm back. Well, we think that should work now, don't we? Yeah. Not outside the bounds of the array. Outside the bounds of the array. So it's like saying no. Well, that's fucking 0. Not what I was after. I remember what it's called. Say max 0. You son of a bitch. Weather one place. Save it now. I fucking hate Unity at times. This is a squeaky wheel track. And then there's no pips. It should have been showing up somewhere there. All disabled. Doing something very bizarre. We got 7 groups, which is expected. Number of subsystems, 1 for this one. That remains 1. Pip number 0, so we get that. We get our colour, which is now going to be green. And then move to the next one. And then it's like... So here we get to 7. How bizarre. Of course, they're not updating their fucking position. Mm-hmm. Again. Why? Ah, okay. Times by Oi. I do math, me. But now they're actually showing up there. All the way across. Then why are they not being enabled? Oh, for fuck's sake. Dumbass. Uh-huh. That's the railgun don't show up right. There you go, you can see it's now taking damage. Oh wait. Ba-boom. Bollocks. That's that. Though, is there a better place it could be? They've got space to put it there. So what would that be then? This. What? Wow, really that long? That's terrible. Now it is, and about 20. And then just try and shove it in there. Maybe I should just them down there and make a bit more sense. Have a maximum number across, and then number across equals 0. Number across. What was it? You are looking at size. Why? What's it in within? Is that a rectangle? Yes. So why? Fuck me. How do you get a size out of a rectangle? Oh boy. Says it's got a size, but it doesn't. I need to update the fucking version. Sick. Let's see. Oh, dear me. Why is it being like this? Why is there no fucking size? It's a rectangle. Shape's rectangle. Do I have to expose rect? No. Scale mode. Fucking hell. What bullshit is this? What version are we on? We're on 4.3.1. We're on the current version. Look, rectangles have a size in width and height. Size. It's got everything else but size. Rectangle size. Yeah, fantastic. I determined that width and height are separate individual floats, which is what tripped me up. Yeah, you and me both, buddy. You and me, fucking both. See, I don't know if that's the value or because that's not going to like rotation. And that's just maybe it is local scale. Maybe, who knows? We don't know. We're just guessing. I'll have to test it at some day. In the far, far future. Right, number across times number across. If number across is greater than the max number across, greater than number across equals 0. And that way it will scale itself going downwards. It go one would expect. What did I do? Didn't think that through, didn't I? Row number equals 0. Row number is increased. It should be like minus 20 minus 2. Oh, what joy. There you go. And now it's way too much. What is going on? Is it divide by 2? Maybe. Ooh. Son of a biscuit. Right, so here we are. What's it going to do? I've got -10. Yes. Same again, -10. Yeah, now we increase the row number. So this then becomes -13. But then so that should be correct. But we know it isn't. Why? Who knows? Could it be that? Minus plus that. Yeah. That is what it is. Seriously? Yay, 22. There you go. There's me bips. Me beep de beep boops. Bippity boppity bippity. Oh, I was watching. I bought Cyber City Oedo 808 on Blu-ray. And that arrived yesterday, and I watched them. It was quite interesting to watch the included documentary as well. I wasn't thinking much of it. It was about 40 minutes long or something like that. What I didn't realise is that when Manga Entertainment like bought the rights or whatever to distribute in the UK, they replaced all the audio music tracks, which was like, whoa, because that intro for the show, absolutely brilliant. And then the over music, the original music, not quite up to par. Apparently, I've never heard the original, but it's on the Blu-ray if I wanted to, which I believe was the American release. So if you're in America and you've never heard the UK soundtrack, background music track, you really need to check it out. Really good to actually watch it again, because the first time I watched it, it's like 18 maybe. Animation's a bit in places, but then it's like got great character style and all that. It's pretty good. But odd process of how they change the story or do the dialogue for it. Worth a watch. Six 11 minus 10 minus the padding minus 10 minus the padding minus 10. So maybe that will be fine. He says, with a glimmer of hope in his eyes. Cut. Okay, so we needed to offset this a bit more, did we? Because obviously that's a bit wider. Right, that wide. So that's how big it is. Therefore, Just move it another 10. Simples. Holy moly, how many of them are against me? And why is the railgun no longer causing damage to the reactor? Or is it? Hey-o there, Mr. Chilled. How you doing? Ah, another fellow's space sim dev, are we? I am just testing my Independence War pips down here. Also, I don't know if the audio of the game is completely drowning me out or not. It's quite possible it is. Oh, it killed me. What a shame. We're working on the project for the last 4 years. I know your pain. I understand it completely. The best advice I can give you is to reduce your scope and plan everything in a Trello board or something similar. Because I started my first adventures into space sims when I was like, well, making space game when I was 18, 19. And after 4, 5, 6 years, I gave up on that one. 5 years later, I picked it up again in Unity, I think it was. About 14 years, 12, 14 years ago. And they started making that exact same game, instead of 2D, into 3D. It's not with Gamedev, is it not? Good. Just me then. Because it then literally took me like 10 years, of actual 10 years, to actually release my game, though maybe 5 years of development, if I summed it all up from all those long periods of breaks. And then I released that, and then I started on this a year later. I think it was a year later, it might have been 6 months that I started prototyping. I forgot. But yeah, now this is in early access, so. Holy shit. Motorcycle crash. Left you in a wheelchair. Oh, right, now I understand what pain you'll be in. Fucking hell. Sorry to hear that, bud. That is horrible. But at least you're here. If that's a positive spin, I hope so. You know, yeah, that is not good. And that was what, a year and a half? So you're still in recovery of that? I'm assuming you probably will be for quite some time. I won't ask too much. But you get to do a lot of game dev. Another positive spin. Tell me it shut up, because it's one of those things. It's like, oh, that is horrible. I could sort of like sympathize with your pain that you might, what you're probably going through to a point, though not exactly what you're going through, because my appendix burst in 2021, and that was a lot of pain I was in quite some time leading up to it, and then significant pain when it burst, and then it wasn't where it's supposed to be. So now I've got a nice 10-inch scar just below my rib cage from where they eventually found it. 6 breaks in your lower right leg, shattered kneecap, hip, 2 broken ribs, cracked skull, swelling on the brain. Jeez. Sounds like you're lucky to be alive that way, mate. Oh my word. Are you expected to make full recovery over time? I hope you are. He was only doing 10 miles an hour. Shh. See, that's why you shouldn't ride a motorbike. They're just dangerous. Doesn't take a lot to injure yourself on it, does it? Horrible, horrible. Oh, man. Like putting myself in knots. Tell me about your game. Change the subject. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, that's the other thing, isn't it? Fucking overtaking on a blind bend, the bastard. Cut down Star Citizen. So is it like open world, sort of like freelancer, or what's that like? Freelance, like what's just come out? Very much open world. Wow. And you've been working on that for 4 years. Ooh. Should be done then. That's a lot. Are you just doing it solo, or have you got a team of people I mean, the one thing reason I'm not doing solo is solo, open world, all your assets as well. Fucking hell, we got a long time to go for it. Yeah. For me, it's like I'm working on this space sim framework. I'm getting the combat down right, adding on top of that the combat, adding additional features, whatnot, and then seeing where I go next. So like for my next game, I want to do somewhat like a bit of another space sim, back to starfighters again instead of corvettes, and do sort of like a sandbox, mini sandbox living world, which is like be a sector and a bunch of star bases and traffic going through and enemies to destroy. And that's, if you ever heard of it, like back in DOS, Star Rangers. That's my inspiration for that one. And it's also like getting a bit closer to maybe one day, possibly, some sort of semi-persistent open world universe if I ever go that far, but probably won't. Plan is for a demo next summer. To fly from one planet to the furthest planet. 9 hours in real time. So what do you do during those 9 hours? Have you got like time compression? Like SETA? Or Elite, Frontier Elite 2 time. Yeah, it calls time compression, isn't it? You can speed it up, slow it down. Good. It's like, what do you do for 9 hours? Oh, well, it's time to go somewhere else. So you got, so if you're doing real distances, then are you also doing full Newtonian mechanics, or you're simplifying it? It's like I'd want that like instantaneous traveling. I don't know what it is. For me personally, I'm not a great fan of open world games, especially with how they've gone the route that they do, because they do feel quite empty, and then you just have to track from one objective to another. And for me personally, I like missions structured. One mission to the next, you know, there's nothing in the way. If I was a kid again, then yeah, like when I was playing Wing Commander on the Amiga, it's like I would have loved to walk around the Tiger's Claw and interact with people in different places and whatnot, like what Chris Roberts has done. He's obviously never grown up. Well, as I grew up, I realised I don't have enough fucking time to do all that shit, to play a video game and be wandering around and finding people. I just want to click a button and interact with them straight away. So that's how I'm going and try and keep it simple. Well, nice. What you doing it in? What's your game engine of choice for such a massive undertaking of a open world space sim game? Time to put this into its own class. Unreal Engine for what? 4.5? Alright. So you don't have to worry about floating point precision then, do you, on Unreal Engine? Because it's got some sort of thing which handles going massive distances away from the world center of Vector 3.0. Whereas Unity doesn't. Though it has some strange HDRP, which it can do with the camera, but not none for anything else. Taking account for map size and lighting, yeah. I have no idea how I would handle lighting that distance, otherwise I think it would just freaking disable it. I mean, in my game is like, it's physics now with forces. Always has been. Since I did the last game. But I've uncapped like the maximum speed, so we've got the flight assist on. We get to maximum speed, turn. Flight computer's now fighting to get you travelling forward, but then if I turn flight assist off, I'm now sliding. I can turn it back on, or I can do the other one with just normal sliding feature. And with flight assist off, I can then like decide I want to slowly increase that way or not. And then I can just afterburn for days. Which will then start breaking the physics, because at around 100,000 meters, which is what the distance thing is, precision starts dropping due to that decimal place. So like, I ran a test. I had two cubes sat next to each other, and they didn't interact with each other until they got 100,000 meters out. And now at a point, I now know physics is going to be breaking. So if there was combat going on in the distance over there, then the further we go away, the less likely the precision is going to happen, where they'll score hits correctly and whatnot. So that's something that I'll be tackling when I do that sandbox. I think in here, just to discourage players from doing that in here, is the faster you go, you're going to start taking more damage to your hull
just followed.
and your health for your ship, because you're now going to get hit by micro-meteorites kind of thing. Thank you for the follow. Because everything's considered being like in local relative to a place. That's the idea anyway. The hard thing for you is the gravity systems. Yeah, could imagine. I think me for a gravity system would be, how would I do it? Well, I would just have a point, and then how would you even do it? You'd have to detect. So you have a point, and then you find an object that's in range of its gravity well, and then just apply a force on it to pull it towards the gravity well. That'd be the only thing I would do for gravity. That's the most simplest way I can do it. You planning on doing it in multiplayer? Or you're just keeping it a single player affair? Because fucking hell. I wouldn't even want to port this game over to multiplayer. You already have, my word. Look at you. Your multiplayer open world video game. Why don't you just make an MMO? 11 players online, work fine. Yeah, wow. Fantastic. Oh, you must have had it all well planned out then, haven't you? I'm dreading ever coming to add multiplayer to this in any way, shape and form. I don't even have a save system that saves the state in the mission. I just keep track of the progress once the mission's completed. So now the question is, what am I going to do for this? I've got the target one there. I suppose I should just it's just that, right? It's going to have to be its own class, really. Working on it all the time, 5 to 7 hours a day, always getting ideas when you're in bed about what to do. Have a notebook at the side of your bed and write them down, and then forget about them. These are my ideas. There's 1, 2, 3. I'm on my 3rd one. Ideas and just other stuff that I just jot down. You do voice notes on your phone. Whichever works, innit? Yeah. I think I would just waffle too long. Avoid your scope creep. Have you got your store page up yet? On Steam? You got to be releasing on Steam, don't you? It's the place to release video games. Not yet. Get your page up now. Seriously, you need to get your wish lists coming in, and people are always wanting multiplayer space in games. So get your store page up. Get a trailer there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Get a bunch of screenshots in. Get your description in. Get it live. $100. Do it yesterday, and then start telling everyone about your game. Because if you're gonna do your demo next summer, then you've had a year of getting attention on your game, in which people then be playing it. No, $100 is for your Steam page, not for your video game. $15 seems right. It's like, you must be familiar of, what's it called? It's Underspace, isn't it? It's about the same price as Underspace. That's come out last week, which is like, as it says, spiritual successor to Freelancer, with Lovecraftian and sandbox RPG twist, and that must actually $15.49. That might be more like $20 ish, closer to. So yeah. So you released a game on Steam before, or is it your first foray of doing a commercial video game? I don't think you can walk about in your ship, but you can walk about stations. So it's got walking in stations, basically. From what I've experienced when I played the demo, because your ships are about the size of like a fighter, similar to Freelancer. Got another store page up, right. There it is. see, I need a virtual display. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. All that, but we need this. Let's take all that out for its own thing. There we go. Why don't I just make a copy of that? And then we rename this to a really wieldy name. There we go. Yeah, I've only ever done 2 games that I've released commercially. And getting wish lists for my first game was absolute nightmare. I got it up to about 500 wish lists, and then I did, and that was after what, a year? And then I did a Steam festival, which got me about another 250. And then another 250 doing like posting on Reddit and other places. Bit more like begging for wish lists really on Reddit, which didn't really help with sales. You want to make it as much like Star Citizen as you can without being called a rip-off. Done some mobile games, so Mitch. Nice. So it's not your first foray. Cool. Well, mine was my first foray. That's where I went wrong. Fucking overscoping like shit. But yeah, well, even if people do call it a rip-off, well, so what? Call of Duty is a rip-off of Doom. All first-person shooters are a rip-off of Doom. And Star Citizen is a rip-off of Frontier Elite. Got you covered. Have yourself a brew. That won't be a moment. Just preparing a brew. Back to editing. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about your game being classed as a Star Citizen ripoff, because, well, Star Citizen, it's its own magic beast, really, isn't it? With crazy systems and everything in place, in which you'll never even what's the correct way? Like, reach that level of detail in systems they've implemented, because it's just crazy shit that they've done with that. So even if you just make very basic, simple systems and whatnot, that's your take on it, and it's not a direct copy. So, like, as I was saying, I don't know if you heard me with the ads came in, but Star Citizen is just a rip-off of Frontier Elite 2, really. And the original Elite, yeah, maybe in the next 10 years I'll actually release Squadron 42, which is the only fucking title I've been waiting for the last 8 years, when it should have been released, like 8 years ago. Because it was 2012, right? When it, no, actually, I think it was 2014 when they did the Kickstarter. So, okay, yeah, yeah, 8 years ago. when it should have been out. It better be something special, but even that, even Squadron 42's got like ground-based stuff now, so you're not just flying a spaceship. I just wanted to fly a fucking spaceship, and that were it. I don't care about walking around. Walking around's got to have something useful. There's got to be a reason. Why am I walking around? And not just padding stuff out. So if I have to walk around to go to a store, to me that is just padding it out, when I can just click a button and access a store via a terminal sort of thing. If it doesn't have that, then if a number of active pips is greater than 0, actually, why don't we just do this? If we have a target, else we don't have a target, and if number of active pips is greater than 0, you got the space feeling of the ships like Privateer the Darkening was. Nice. God, it's been ages since I've played Privateer. And the same UI as when they did for flying the ship, and nothing wrong with that. If it works, it works. My first UI for that, I was copying an Xbox 360 game, Project Sylphied, and using that UI interface for stuff like with target distances, which I thought was pretty neat, and it worked. And now my HUD's more evolved from that. I've looked at various games, how they did things, like part of the inspiration is Free Space 2 with the HUD layout, the design, the paneling of it. That's where it mostly is. You still play it now? Alright, yeah. The one thing with Privateer 2 was there was really no economy system that worked in it, which was a shame. But yeah, all that FMV and with those British actors that I forget about was great. That first interactive experience was like, shall I push him or back down? Me being a kid, I backed down, didn't I? So I had to raise, what was it, like 10,000 credits? And it's like, why am I doing this? Well, restart the game. I'm going to push him. There we go. I just saved myself a lot of grinding. But that was a rough start. Proper penalised. Oh, the acting was... And the sets, yeah, that was all way out there. I suppose it was like trying to emphasise, like, this is the far future. And yeah, it's going to be very alien to you. And I think they put that across very well. That, you know, everything's different and peculiar and strange and provides a bit of sense of wonder. And yeah, totally wasn't expecting how the ending was on it as either. Yet the ending had no effect in the game world, did it? Like, you found out to be that leader, and it's like, no, well, they're all still going to attack you anyway. It's like, seriously, that could have been something interesting where they could have made it time to take over the universe. Or whichever sector that part of the world was supposed to have been in the Wing Commander timeline. So that will then disable all our pips. And then we can get rid of all these systems. The original Privateer was my favourite. Spent many hours in there, just flying around and blowing up retros and making runs to the jump gate and getting blasted while the cutscene's happening as I jump out and hoping I don't die. You're doing cryptocurrency, so you can buy skins and ships in-game with a crypto. Right, so cash monetizations on skins, yeah. Okay, I'm not a real fan of cryptocurrency. At least you didn't say NFTs, though. So now we've got this in there. I can then click you. Create an empty parent. Add my component system on there. Stick that in there. Call that a template item. Or not. Just leave it as that because it's not renaming it. Need something else on here. Alright, so you're linking to ships as well with cryptocurrency. Are you going to allow people to buy ships with normal in-game currency, or is it going to end up like you have to get involved in your crypto thingamabob? Okay. So then how do you balance real world currency with ship currency? Can players trade the ships with other players? Could they then sell the ship via your currency, NFT or in-game currency? Is it like EVE Online with their I forget what they call them now. Things you buy and can turn them into in-game currency. Alright, so I'm gonna need right. How do I put this across on this now? I need status. States. Player. Current target. Private. States. State. Field. It's going to be public now. Random Rex, is it? Yeah, Rex you can loot items from. And cut the ships up and salvage materials and parts. Sounds very detailed overall then, what you're doing. And you're doing this all solo and all assets and everything. Whew. That is a lot. How do you keep your sanity? Yeah. I'm gonna have to take a little bit of liberty. Oh shit, no. Mm. Oh, I'm gonna have to expose individually, aren't I? Yes. Yes. Okay, this is what we're doing. So I've got to stay. We're saying, are we overviewing the player or the target? So therefore, oh, this will always be true. Thank fuck for that. Ruptured hull system for you are going Star Citizen. or FTL. We no longer do the init on that, do we? No, we don't. Sounds very harsh environment that you'll be in. Do you have to go outside your ship to repair it? Get some duct tape patching on all the holes. This is now well, it sounds very interesting indeed. It's something I would be interested in if I was a teenager again and had all that free time available to be playing video games. All that you listed could be a game in itself. So yeah, that's a lot like Space Engineers, I guess. Never really went too much into that, but that's a whole build your own ship aspect, isn't it? Rather than take it, your ships you have, you're just buying a hull and then equipping modules to it. Elite Danger, Frontier, yeah, Elite Dangerous, isn't it? Not played Star Citizen for some time, so I'm sure it's still quite similar to that as well. Why is that not used? Shit. Ah. Okay, this isn't used. That's good. England, 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 England. Yeah. Embarrassingly so. The cuppa, yeah. Well, I didn't drink tea, but now I do. This coffee doesn't agree with me anymore. Excuse me. Ads are about to start in less than 30 seconds. What was it? One, we initialize it here. Now the fun part. I'm just streaming to try and get eyes on my game. As another way of advertising. And to get better at talking to people. Well, you have an enjoyable afternoon nap. Ads are about to start any second now. Good chatting with you. Where's the targeting? Thank you. Right, so they're so we'll go through each of these. If overview dot overviewing equals overviewing the player. What? Oh, it's just interface. Else if overviewing this of the current target, then overview dot update target display whack in the targeting computer. Just make sure, so we got that subsystem pip there. And then suppose if that's only going to be 7, then well, fuck's sake. So we've got 12 times 7, 84. So I kind of fits it. That's there. It's going to have to go underneath there. Oh, cancel for now. Where's our current target? Oh. Oh yeah, it's that thing, isn't it? And oops, wrong key. How far are we bringing this down? Too far down. Maybe. Oh, look at that. We could actually shift that over as well. So where is that? -5. Oh, it's not clearing target. Oh, it's all a target. Clear. Okay. times 5. I'm going to copy you and paste you. Okay, be like that. Oh, do I need to that and then go da 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 da. Da, da. Damage system is targeted component F5. Alright, left control F5. Oh my word. F5. Bridge. Crew. Oh shit, I killed it. Sensors. Gun control. Engine. Working on the engines now. All my subsystems is fine. Just makes it look like they bleed over, don't they, with red? Is that just me and my vision? Why has frigate got 5 engines? How bizarre. That's 1, 2. Where's that one? Oh, it's them two. Okay. That's a basic implementation. So to deal with the color, yeah. It's this, isn't it? Set colors. Like that. Let's see, so does this pull? Da, da. Yeah. How does that work? Now, just use that and that. Not perfect, but that's what we've got. Actually, there's more items in here, isn't there? As expected. And now it's all broken. Of course, we're not set that value. Half a job, Daniel. Oh, come on. Where are you? All right. There you go. Now slowly heal itself. Goes to a horrible brown looking colour. That's fine. Oh, a basic one of that is done. Player and target the player himself. Okay. That was relatively painless. For 3.5 hours. I do need to work on that campaign. I could, in effect, get that out within the week if I actually got on with it. And that would just be about set me up for when changes will be afoot going forward. Okie dokie, I'm going to leave it there. I've been working on A-Spec First Assault space combat game. There's a demo. If you're on Twitch, it's there in the chat. It's also in Early Access. If you're on YouTube and you can see the live chat, then it's also there too. And if you're ever familiar with Free Space, video game series, and Independence War, if you're in America or Iowa and the rest of the world, then it's sort of like a cross between that, where you are dogfighting in Corvette ships, and you've got turrets, and you've got main weapons and missiles, and you can upgrade your ship with modules to improve performance. You can have wingmen as well, etc, etc, etc. So do check it out. Until next time, bye for now.